Guys, this could be the best crap strategy out there by far, and it's not even close. Check this out. Hey guys, welcome to Mark the Point. Is it the best crap strategy? Well, probably not. But you know what? If you are buying into a logo or a video that says this is the best ever, guess what, guys? It's probably not the best ever, especially when you're talking about gambling, talking about casinos, talking about craps, because we know it is a very hard game. But what I do have for you is I've got a really cool strategy that I got. It's actually a hybrid style. So this is going to be a little bit of a dark side, a little bit of a light side combination. Make sure you stay tuned all the way through to watch how I play this game. This might be able to help you win money or at least stay on the table longer than you normally would if you are going to the table and playing craps. All right, I'm going to show you how this works out. So what we're going to do is I'm going to start off. I have a $500 bankroll. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to start off with a don't pass. A don't pass. Now, I typically do not personally play the don't pass systems or dark side systems. I don't usually play them, but this has probably worked out in my favor several times where I do kind of like it. Now, the reason why I don't like the don't pass is because on the come out roll, when the pug is off, let's say it's off right now, there are 8 ways to lose this bet, which is the 7 and the 11. There's 6 ways to roll a 7, 2 ways to roll 11. You will lose that bet. A 2 or 3, you'll win this bet. Of course, a 12 is a push. Let's get a point established. Let's just say it's on the 9. If it's going to be on the 9, what we're going to do is we're going to hypothetically go 66 inside minus the point. So in this case, it'll actually be $51 because you can do 15, 30, 45, and then of course a cap there. So let's show what that's going to look like. We're going to go 8. There's actually going to show 18 on the 8, 18 on the 6. Again, I'm just pulling out the bank for right now, and I'm going to show you how it rolls out in just a minute. So here I have $51 ready to roll out. Now what I'm going to do is if I get a 5, 6, or 8, I'm going to press, I'm going to spread them out, and then I'm going to regress it. I'm going to show you how this works, okay? Let's just say the 6 hits. It's a 6 hits. Any of these bets really pays you $21. What I'm going to do is I'm going to press up my bets. I'm going to write that $5 into the rack. Let's just pull it back here. And I'm going to drop down the extra dollar to make it a good cap because you remember you got to have it in increments of 6. So that's a press, okay? So now basically what I have here is I have $20 on the 5 and $24 on the 6 and 8. Each of these bets is going to pay me $28, okay? And then we're going to go to round 2. Again, hoping we're not going to hit the 9, okay? Let's just say it's another hit. It works out. Let's say it's on the 5. That's going to pay us $28, okay? $28. I'm actually going to do it in all reds this time. $28. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go $15 on the 4. Now I'm going to take all this money right here. I'm just going to drop this down. I'm not there. Drop this down. I'm going to say, you know what? Let's do 30 for 2. Either way, I'm going to make it for the 4 and the 10 are both going to be $15 each. So again, I pressed it. I'm going to spread it out. And if I can get one more hit, all it takes is 3 hits, guys. 2 inside hits, an outside hit, and we're going to pull it all down. When it pulls it down, that's actually going to get us into profit with a don't pass still waiting. Because what we're going to do is, let's just say we get a hit. Let's just say it's on the 5. It doesn't really matter. If it's on the 5, again, that's going to pay us $28. Again, it's a $24 bet. Pays us $28. I'm going to regress everything down. I'm going to pull all this money back down. It's going to come back into my rack. Now, remember, my original investment was $51, okay? Plus my don't pass. Let's not forget that. But when I'm bringing back to the rack, it's 25, 50, 60, 74, 75. It should be 74. Let's call it 74. We're going to bring back $74 to the rack, okay? And let's what happened here. Let's show you. So I'm out of my hand, right? All this right here is coming back to my rack. So now my bets are paid for. I've got a don't pass ready for me, and I've still got some money here. Now from here, if you want to do that exact same thing where you hit a hit, spread, or personally what I'm going to do is on my next hit, 100%, I'm actually going to go ahead and collect it. On the next hit, I'm going to collect the $21. That way I'm assuring more profit and making sure I get some money back into my rack because you are going to have some quick hits where you're going to lose some money or you're going to knock off your point. I want to put half of that back into my rack just in case that happens. But guys, this is a great scenario. Now, I'm going to do this a little bit different because there's going to be a different ways you can roll this out. I'm going to show you one more other way of how you can play this out. Now, if you happen to have an 8, let's just say the 8 is the point. Okay, you hit the don't pass, you're good, and the 8 rolled. I'm going to cover that 8 with a hard way, because remember, there's 6 ways to roll a 6 and 6 ways to roll an 8. I'm going to do that for each of these bets. Anytime it's a hard or an even number, I'm going to cover it with a hard way, because now I'm protected. Remember, there's 5 ways to roll this bet. You're actually taking away 1, so now there's only 4 ways to lose this bet on your don't pass, okay? In case you hit that 8. In case you hit that point, you only got 4 ways now, and this would actually pay you $45, so it hedges your don't pass. From here, you can do whatever you want to again. Now, if the point is on the 4, we're actually going to drop down the full $66 on the inside, okay? So we're going to drop it all the way down, cover the entire inside, and of course, that hard way, we go to the hard 4, just like that. Now, on this first hit, let's just say this is the open roll. On this first hit, I'm going to go straight to the 10. Okay, I'm going to show you how it goes as we roll it out. That way you don't get confused. I'm going to buy the 10 for 20. Remember, each of these bets you can pay me 21. I'm going to go ahead and buy the bet for 20. And then I'm going to roll out just like that. Again, the hedge is my 4, which is right here. I'm still going to try to get 3 hits to regress it back to the bank. That is the goal, guys. That's what I'm going to work for. Let's try to roll this out. Stay tuned. See if we can make some profit. All right, guys. Like I said, I am starting with $500 over here in the bankroll. Again, the first thing we're going to do is drop down $50 for the don't pass. Set it down right here. The puck is off. Let's get some dice out here. Okay, let's grab 2 dice. Let's grab these 2 here. Move these over to the side. And let's get a point established. Here we go. And it's going to be you know what? Usually that's a good thing. It's a frontline winner. However, you love it. We are playing the don'ts. We're actually going to lose this bet. So we're already going to start off losing this here. Let's go ahead and pull this back to the rack. And let's pull this out. So $50 back out there. Let's try to get something else. Now, let's stop. You do have options. Okay, real quick before I get going. You have the options of hedging the 7 and 11 if you wanted to. If you wanted to put money on the lay 4 or 10, or even hedge the 11 if you want to do that for $3, you would basically cover it. That's totally up to you. If you want to do that, you have that option to do that on the come out roll. All right, here we go. Let's try it. Let's gonna press our bets here. Okay, it's gonna be a 3-1-4. That's our first point. Let's mark the point on the 4, so that's what we're working for. Now, we are going to tell the dealer 66 inside. Yeah, because we're not working on the inside bet here. We're going to say 66 inside, so that's 50. That's 65, 66. Now, remember, I am going to cover my hard 4 right here. That way it covers my don't pass for one of those options there. So let's pull all this back. And let's go 66 inside here. And that's going to be $15 on everything, $18 on the 6 and 8. One more. And there we go. All right, that's 66 inside. Again, I don't pass. And let's roll it out. Let's go, shooter. And that's a 10 down there on the end. We are not on the 10 yet. Again, right now, we're going to spread out there in just a second. And that's going to be a 5-3-8, okay? It's going to pay us $21. Now, remember what I said. When we are covering the 4 and 10, we're going to go ahead and press all the way to the 10. So in this case, I'm going to go to the 10. I'm going to buy that bet. This bet comes back. Again, that's going to cost you a VIG. And there's boxcars 12. That doesn't help me out much. Boxcars. Come on, shooter. And there's a 6. Okay, that's the 4-2. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to press up the inside now. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It pays me 21. Let's go ahead and drop $1. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm actually going to leave the bets back here because I know I'm about to regress them down. This doesn't look like it's supposed to. I typically stack them on top. But I know I'm about to regress them down. So I'm going to save a little bit of time by not stacking them up. And that's a 3, 1, 2, 3, craps 3. And there's an 8. All right, there we go. So that's a $24 bet. It's going to pay us $28. Again, what am I going to do? I'm going to regress all these back bets now. Everything that's in the back, I'm going to regress down. Okay, all this is going to come back into our rack, right? So this is your regression, a natural regression. Pull this money back, and again, I'm going to start back out with my 66 inside. And now my first hit, my next hit I'm going to hit, I'm going to collect that bet. Okay, here we go. Hopefully I can get one. Well, that kind of good and bad, right? So I hedged myself. So it is the 4, so I'm going to lose my point here. However, I did hedge it with a hard 4. That's going to pay me $35, not the full $50. It will pay me $35, but I'm going to pull that bet down. I'm going to go ahead and take this $50, set it back out here. The puck is going to be off. That's replacing my don't pass. And let's get another point established. Here we go. All right, it's going to be on the 5 this time. That's the 3-2, okay? So let's mark the 5. That is our point. You can go ahead and take this right here. Let's go ahead and just take it back to the rack. And let me show you what this is going to look like. Now, I have already regressed. I've regressed my bet. So at this point in time, I'm able to press or whatever I want to. In this case, I am going to go ahead and get that first hit to go back to my rack. Because remember, I have regressed. I'm going to fit that first hit back into my rack. And then I'm going to press out from there. All right, that's going to be a 6-2. That's going to pay us $21. Okay, pays us $21. That's going to go straight to my rack. Put a little bit of money into the rack, and then we're going to press on up. All right, that's going to be a 5-1-6. All right, easy 6. Let's pay us 21. Let's grab some reds. That's going to pay us $21. In this case, now I can press up a little bit. What do you want to do? If this is a $15 table, of course, you'd have to add a little bit more to cover both the 4 and the 10. If it's a $10 table, you can just spread it out like that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and throw 15 on the 4. I'm going to drop down $10, a little bit more out of the bank, and cover the 10. So now I have everything covered. I still got my don't pass working for me. And but let's see how we can do here. All right, there's a 6. That's going to be the 4-2-6. All right. Now I did spread the other one out. I'm going to collect this one, another 21 bucks. Not a whole lot of pressing here, just kind of easy press, easy collect. That's a hard 6 this time. Okay, that's perfect. It's going to pay me 21, right? In this case, I can go and press it on up a little bit. Let's go and go straight up to a $30 bet. Let's go and do that now. Make it look like 30. Rack the rest of it here back into the rack. That's $9 coming back to your rack. Just like that. Oh, how about my whites already stacking up on me? All right, come on, shooter. Let's keep it up. Let's go. And that's going to be a 10 down there on the end. That's great. It's a $15 bet. It's going to pay me $27. Oh, we can go ahead and just go to a $30 bet. So let's put this here. Sorry, not 30. Let's make it 25. I'm going to pull the VIG back, put the dollar back into the rack. Let's do this. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and pull 20 of these whites back just so I don't have to grab another rack. Put the red ones there. And let's just make that look a little bit easier for me. All right, there we go. Come on, shooter. It's a buy bet. And there's a 5. That does knock off. All right, so that knocks off our don't pass, right? So we're going to lose this bet. The puck is going to turn off, all right? Turn that off. We're going to drop down another $50 for the replacement. Let's go and do it in reds. So 25. Make sure that's 50. There we go. That's 50 there. So I'm going to make them greens. All right, shooter, let's go. Let's get another point established. And it's going to be on the 9. That's going to be the 5-4-9. Let's mark up the 9. Let's just go and pull this bet here. Go over to the 5. Yeah, remember, that's actually a $15 bet. It's not a buy bet yet. All right, come on, shooter. We cannot hedge it with a hard way because there is no hard way on the 9, right? Now, that is a 5-2-7. Okay, that is a 7 out. So what's going to happen is I'll get paid on the don'ts. I will lose all these bets, right? So all these are going to come on back. But that's all right. We made a little bit of money there. Got out of the hand. We did lose a bet a while ago, but that's okay. I think we made up for it. Let's pull this back into the rack. Let's move it over here. And we've reset our don't pass, turn the puck off, and let's keep it going. And there's a 7. Dang it. We got knocked off again. Again, you could always hedge it on the 4 and 10. We do lose this bet here. Let's go and pull it back. Drop down another $50. Here we go. Come on, shooter. And there's a 10. All right. Well, we have not hit our inside bet yet to show you what that looks like. But that's okay. Drop down another 66. Let's go ahead and slide these out here so we can count them all out. So that's 15, 30, 45, that's 60. Drop down the extra $6 for the white caps. And let's go 3 and 3. So that's $66 on the inside. Again, this right here, we're going to cover the 4 on the first hit. Oh, we do need to drop down $5, sorry, for the hard way. Drop down the hard way there. All right, that's going to be a 4-2-6. That's the easy 6. That's going to pay us $21. In this case, remember, because the 10 is our don't, it's going to cover the 4. We're going to buy that bet, pull the VIG back. Pays us $21. And there's a 3, craps 3. That's no help to me. Come on, shooter. Hit them insides. All right, that's great. That's a 5. It's going to pay me $21. Now, I am going to go ahead and press up my inside. Inside here, let's drop down $1. I don't have $1. Drop down 5. I'm give you 4 back and change. Put that one right here. Again, I'm leaving them in the back, right? I'm leaving these in the back because I'm about to regress them down, and I don't want to make it look ugly in the video here. I'd say 12 boxcars midnight, and there's a 4. That is a 3-1-4. That's great. That's great. That's great. That's a $20 bet. That's gonna pay us $40. So 25, 35, 40. Again, remember that's our third hit. So we're going to pull everything back. Everything comes back to the rack. And this is our regression part of the strategy that gets us out of the hand. Now remember, We did lose that initial $50, right? From the very beginning, we lost on the 7 out at the very beginning. You do have that option of going 2 hits if you want to. If you want to try to recoup some of that back, you can go 2 hits while it's pressed up. That's totally up to you. 100% however you want to do it. Let's keep it going, shooter. And there's another 4. You know what? We shouldn't have regressed, but that's all right. That's part of it, right? And there's a 10. That's the easy 10. So we're going to lose our hard way. We lose our hard way here. We do lose our point. Let's pull this back. I'm looking for one more hit to be able to put some money back into our rack. That's the puck is off. Let's drop down another $50. Call it 25. Again, this is something, if you just want to play for a long time, guys, you can make this money last, especially at this rate. Not a whole lot of money going out there. Oh, I need to put my $50 out there. So I pulled it from there. I put it into the rack. I just wanted to make them both look greens. That's why I did that. And here we go. It's going to be on the 6. That's going to be the 4-2-6. All right. So let's mark the 6 right here. You know what? Let's go ahead and put this money back into the rack. Now, again, we already have regressed our money, right? At this point in time, what do we want to do? We can spread it out when we get a hit. We can put it back into our rack. However you want to do it, it's totally up to you. And there's an 8. That's going to be a 5-3-8. All right. It pays us 21 bucks. I've gotten knocked off a couple times. So I'm going to put this money back into my rack. So this here is a collect. See, as you see, I'm down a little bit. That's 1, 2, 3. I'm at 400. Now, I do got money out here, but I want to put some money back in here. That way, when I start getting sniped, I have a little bit of coverage, right? That is a 6. You know what? I did forget my hard way. So here's what I'm going to do. Because I did forget my hard way, that is part of the system. I'm going to be fair. I'm going to pay my hard way out, and I'm going to lose it, okay? Just because that is part of the system. I'm going to lose my point here. Turn that off. Go back out there for another, you hear it, right? Another 50 bucks. That's 50 there. Make them look green. All right. Remember, all my regular bets are off. This is always working. Here we go. Come on, shooter. Oh, did you see it make that last roll, you little jerk? It was a 6-5-11. That's a yo. And as you know, you do lose this bet on the 11. Dang it. We should have hedged. I have not been hedging that system. But dang, you almost feel like you want to now. Let's drop down a black chip. Let's do 50 on the don't and then 50 back into our rack. You gotta hate it when that happens, right? They had that extra little tilt. All right, come on, shooter. Let's hit a good number here. There's a 10. Wow, hitting them outside points. Hitting the outside points. Here we go. So let's go ahead and drop down because we want to cover this whole inside. Let's drop down another $18 for there. Let's drop down the $5 for the hard 10. And let's do this, guys. Come on. There's a 9. That's going to be the 6-3-9. All right, that pays us 21 bucks. Now, again, we've gotten knocked off twice now on our point. So let's go ahead and put that money into our rack. You gotta secure some money here. We are down, right? And that's going to be the 4-3-7. Sorry, the 4-3-7. That is a 7 out. So all this is coming back. Little jerk. That's all right. That's okay. We're gonna try to hedge it as much as we can on the next one. So that's a winner. Just going to pay out our winners. That goes back here. And turn the puck off. Come on, shooter, new shooter. You know what, new shooter? We should get new dice, right? That's okay. We'll do it next time. That's going to be a 6-2-8. Okay, let's mark the 8. That is the first point or next point. And let's go ahead and go 60. You know, that's going to be a 50. You know what? Let me say this out again. Now, what is that going to be? That's going to be $48. Okay, that'll be $48. 15, 30, 45. And that's, of course, that's 18 there. So I'm going to give you $2 back in change. Okay, we're going to drop down our hard way. Let's not forget that. Let's go ahead and set these back up at 15. That's going to be 18. And that's going to be 15. Here we go. $48. Let's go, shooter. As a 3-1-4, that's going to be the easy 4. Not on the outside yet. Oh, there's a 6-1-7. Jerk. Okay, so what's going to happen is we're going to lose this here. We will lose all these bets. Net loss of about $7 on that one, right? Something like that. Actually, only $3. Just only 48. So the net loss is about $3. I'm going to put that $50 back in right here and turn the puck off. And you know what? Let's get new dice. Some things are as cold as they come, right? Let's grab some new dice here. Let's grab these right here. Come on, shooter. Let's do something. All right, it's going to be on the 5. Let's mark the 5. That is the point. Let's mark the point on the 5. Okay, let's drop down another. What are we going to do here? We're actually going to drop down $51 this time. So 51. And what I'll do is that'll go 15, 15, or 18. Oh, one more red. Just like that. All right, there we go. Oh, I don't need the 5. Let's pull that one back. Sorry. That is 51. 15, 30, 45. That's $8 or $6 there. It's $51. All right, come on, shooter. Let's go. That is a 1, 2, 3, craps 3. That really doesn't help me out at all. No help to me. And there's a hard 8. Okay, that's great. It's going to pay me $21. Now, again, this is part of the original system. When the puck is on the inside, we're going to go inside here. Okay, inside bets. I'm going to write that $5, drop down $1 here for an inside pressure, just like that. Again, I'm leaving them behind because I know I'm going to regress them down. The dealer will, of course, put them on top. And there's a 6. That's the 4, 2, 6, easy 6. Pays me another $28 this time. What I'm going to do, I'm going to make it a little bit easier. It pays me $28. I'm going to do it 30 for 2. I'm going to pick up the 4 and 10. I'm going to drop down $2. That way it's an easy little press to the 4 and 10. Again, one more hit is what I'm looking for to pull this money back. Here we go. Come on, shooter. There's a 4. Beautiful. Worked out right in our favor. I love it. I love it when it works out like it's supposed to. So, again, that's going to pay us $27. Now, everything, guys, everything comes straight back. This here gets us out the hand, right, with a little bit of profit. Okay, so all this is going to come back to the rack. We're going to leave the original bet, our original investment out there. Okay, so this stays, okay? Again, don't pass, and this stays. And let's do it again. Come on. And there's another 4. We should have left it out there like last time, right? You know what? We're not. We're not going to be greedy. And there we go. That is a 4, 3, 7. So what's going to happen here is I'll pay this. I will lose this here. But that's all right. We brought that money back to the rack. Again, that was the goal. Bringing the money back to the rack, get out of the hand, and then you can collect, then press to the moon, right? So here we go. That comes back. Let's turn the puck off. Put this $50 back into the rack, just like that. Come on, shooter. I don't know where we at right now. It's 200. That's 200. That's 300. Not doing too bad. 350. We're almost at $400. So a little short of 500. Excuse me, a little bit short of 500. All right, that's gonna be a 1, 2, 3, guys. That's gonna help us out because remember, a 2 or 3, we're gonna win that bet. That's $50. Goes right back to our rack, just like that. That's a big help. As many many 7s that's come out. Yeah, little jerk. We're gonna lose that one. Gosh, who thinks this is the best crap strategy ever? Again, if you think that, then gosh, you're thinking the wrong thing. You're searching the wrong things. All right, come on, shooter. Let's go. All right, that's going to be on the 5. Here we go. 3, 2, 5. Mark the 5. And let's drop down another, what is that, $51? Let's go and do it in reds here. 15, 15, and 15 just like that. And let's pull out our greens, whites. What colors are these? These are whites. So here we go. We got $51 on the inside. We got our don't pass working for us. And you can't hedge it with a hard way because there is no hard 5. That's all right. It's going to be another 1, 2, 3, craps 3, no help to me. And there's an 8. That's a 6, 2. Okay, perfect. Pays us $21. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to press up the inside. Okay, press up the inside. I think it gave me an extra. Let's pull that one back. Gave me an extra 5 there. And I'm going to drop down this $1 here to press up that one. And there's a 6. All right, that's perfect. I need one more hit, right? That's going to pay me $28. I'm going to do the same thing I did last time. I'm going to go 30 for 2. Pays me 28. I'm going to go 30 for 2. Okay, press up my 4 and 10. Just a little bit easier, right? And I'm leaving them in the back. So hopefully I'm having faith I'm going to regress this down, and I do. That's going to be a 6, 4, 10. That's an easy 10. Now that's going to pay me $27. Okay, pays me $27, and I'm going to regress everything back down. Just like this, guys. This is putting money back into the rack, especially when you're down. Right now, we're not really down, but you know what, though? We are generating money back into the rack, which is great. And let's keep it going, guys. Let's keep it going. Now, my next one is going to be an absolute collect, okay? I've regressed. I'm going to collect, secure a little bit more profit. And there's a 4. There's another 3, 1, 4. There's a 9. All right, that's perfect. All right, here we go, here we go. That's going to be a $21, $21. Again, I'm going to put that right into my rack, just like that. Come on, shooter. Now I can start spreading them out. And there's a 5. That's one of the reasons why I do that, because I just knocked off my point, right? So I knocked off my don't pass. That secured half of that, right? Kind of secured half of that. So I did knock that off. Let's go ahead and drop down another $50. Don't pass. Let's turn the puck off. And let's do it one more time. Come on. All right, it's going to be on the 9 this time. That's going to be the 5, 4. Now, again, I've already collected on that first regression, okay? So now I'm going to start spreading them out or power pressing or however you really want to do it from here. And, oh, dang it, we did. We knocked off our point. Yet again, dang it, you little jerk. Let's pull that back. Dang it. Let's turn this off. And let's just do it in reds because I have them here. 25, 50. I want to leave them greens in my rack as much as I can. Let's pull that 50 from there. And let's do it again. Come on, shooter. All right, it's going to be on the 6 this time. That's the 4-2. All right, let's mark the 6 as the point. And let's go ahead and drop this over to the 9. We don't need that extra $3 to put those back into the rack. However, with it being a 6, we're going to drop down our hardway. Put our hardway in there. And here we go. Come on, shooter. Let's make some money. Come on. There's an 8. That's going to be the 628. Okay. Let's pay us 21 bucks. So it's $21. What I say, we're going to press up as much as we can. Let's do this. Let's go 15 on the 4. Let's drop down a little bit extra money for the 10. I want to cover all my bases here. You know, I've already regressed a little bit. I want to cover all my bases, and I'm glad I did because that is going to be on the 10. Here we go. That's going to pay us $27. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and make it 25. So I'm going to pull this back into the rack. Make it 25. It's going to cost me a VIG. Make it a buy bet. All right, here we go, shooter. Oh, it's right on the edge. It would be off the table. Let's see what it is. It does show a 4-3-7. That's what it rolled to. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to be as honest as I can. Let's make it a 4-3. And let's pull all these bets back that will pay us here. I don't know if it really would have rolled to that on the normal table. My little half-rake table it is. But you know what? We're going to play it as fair as we can and pull these bets back. And let's go and turn the puck off. Put this back into the rack just like that. Come on, Jack. Let's go. Last shooter. This will be the last shooter right here. And that's going to be on the 5. That's going to be the 3, 2, 5 last shooter. Let's mark up the 5. And then let's drop down another $51. Let's do this right here. 50, 51. That's going to be the whole inside. And let's go, again, 15, 18, and 18. Oh, you don't need that one. There we go. That's 15, 15, 30, 45, 51. Come on, shooter. What do we have here? That's going to be a 3-1-4. We are not on the outside yet. There's an 8, 6-2. Okay. Pays us 21. Okay. We're going to go ahead and press up this inside. Pull the 5 back. Drop down $1. Come on, shooter. And there's a 5. It's going to knock us off again. You got a little sniper here, man. Any other time, you ain't hit this many points, are you? Well, let's turn the puck off. We are going to lose, put out another $50. And let's see if we can resolve this thing. Come on. There's, oh, jerk. Dang, that's a yo 11. You got to be kidding me. We're going to lose that bet. Just replace it back. We're going to lose that, though. Oh. And there's a 5-2. 3 in a row. We've hit 3 in a row. That has absolutely sniped us. You've got to be kidding me. Here at the end, I did say last shooter. So let's lose this. Let's go ahead and drop down the 100 there. Replace 50 here. Replace 50 back into the rack. Man, why did I say one more shooter, right? Come on. Let's turn this thing around. No! What a disaster. You got to be kidding me here. That's another loss. Another loss. I should be hedging my bets right now, either with back bets or the yo. Good Lord, good Lord. Come on, shooter. All right, that's a 5. 3, 2, 5. Let's mark the 5 right here. And I still have these pressed up a little bit. That's why the bets are in the back there. But, man, I wish we could do better. No, we just hit our 5. Gotta be kidding me. Gotta be kidding me. Wow. I've taken this thing from profit all the way down to nothing. Let's drop down. You know what? Let's do it this way. Let's drop down 25. I want to leave that black chip there, right? That's 25, 50. So that's 50 bucks. Put the 50s back right here on the don't. And let's turn the puck off. Man, that thing is like an epic meltdown here. All right, it's going to be on the 10, 6-4. Maybe this could be our last little run here. Let's do it. Let's make it a last little run. We are going to drop down $5 for the hard way. And we should be dropping down $15 on the 5. And let's roll this thing out. I still got these little pressed up there. There's a 5, okay. That's going to pay us 21. All right, what are we going to do here? Let's just go straight to the 4. It pays us 21. That must be my VIG. Let's pull that back. Now let's make some money. Come on. Let's make some money. That's a 1, 2, 3. Where was that wall to go when it come out? Didn't see that one at all. And there's an 8, 6-2. Okay. That's going to pay us $28. So 25 to a 6 to a 7 to 28. You know, at this point in time, I probably need to regress it down. So I'm going to do. I'm going to pull this bet down. I'm gonna pull these bets down because I look at my rack, guys. If you saw my rack, it's working. I'm not all the way out because I still got the black chip there, but it is running really low, really, really low. All right, here we go. Let's keep it going. I'm gonna keep the inside because I'm on the 10. My next hit, I'm gonna go straight to the 4. Okay. And there's a 5. That's gonna be a 3-2-5. All right, it's gonna pay us 21 bucks. Again, I'm gonna go straight to the 4. I'm gonna buy that bet, put the dollar back in. That's no vig. Let's see if we can roll this thing forever now. And we're not. That is going to be a 3, 4. That's a 7, whatever you call it. 4, 3, 7. So let's pull these bets back. Everything here comes back. Did not turn out quite like we'd hoped. You know, I'd done pretty well several times rolling this thing out. In this case, it did not work out very well at all. We are going to pay our 50 bucks back, so we do that. And let's pull everything down. Let's see where we ended up at. And it's going to be pretty quick counting this, right? 100. At 100, you got that's 225. That's 250, 260. That's 265, 270, 274 bucks. So we lost a little bit. We did. We lost a little bit here. But you know what? Look how long we played for. How many rolls we got sniped on the come out roll. If you wanted to hedge that, you could have made a little bit more money that back. Overall, guys, this is a very sustainable way to play on a choppy table where you're not losing a lot of money. Playing the hedge style with a don't pass, pressing, regressing, getting out of the hand. I love this style play. If you like this style play, let me know in the comment section. If you have not subscribed, guys, please subscribe to the channel. It really helps us out. Hit that notification button. That way, when I post this video just like this, you get notified. All right, guys, until next time, mark the point. Stay awesome.